Hey, it's Booty Quake here from Roller Derby Athletics, and I really want you to feel strong, confident, and comfortable when you're doing your crossovers around the track. So today let's take a look at the 4 biggest mistakes I see people making with their crossovers and how to fix them. First, lots of people spin their wheels at the end of each stride, and that's wasting power. We're going to fix that. Second, a lot of people only use one leg to make their way around the track, so they're kind of not using half of their power to get there. So we're going to fix that too. The third mistake, super common, a lot of people focus on crossing over in front when they should be focusing on crossing under behind. And finally, a really common problem for a lot of people, they just don't transfer their weight far enough to the inside to allow the cross under to happen. In this video, we are going to go over the first 2 mistakes, how to fix them, and some exercises you can do at home to make the on-skate skills come a lot easier. So let's get started. So we generate power for skating through friction, right? Friction from our wheels to the ground. So if I try to roller skate like this with my feet parallel to my path of travel, I don't go anywhere. I get 0 power, and I probably clip my toe stops on the ground if I have big toe stops as well. Conversely, if I make my stride at a 90-degree angle to my path of travel, I get really good power, but I'm not going the direction I want to go, right? So how do we fix that? Well, if I am moving forward in a forward direction and I make a 90-degree angle with my stride, it turns out that my skate is going to end up behind me at about the perfect angle because I'm moving forward. So trust me, focus on 90 degrees to your path of travel. Now, of course, this also means your under push with your inside leg also has to be at 90 degrees to your path of travel. Here's what that looks like in your shoes. Stride out 90 degrees. Now take a look at my foot, okay? It is flexed. It is 90 degrees to my path of travel. It is not pointed. I want my heel wheels to be the last thing to leave the floor. So get comfortable to this shape and then see if you can balance there. Now this obviously applies to your inside leg push too, and this is one of the most common places where skaters lose power and spin their wheels. So shimmy yourself into this position, get into a skater stride, and now take a look once again at my foot, okay? It is not pointed. This is where people spin their wheels off to the back. So to make my foot into this shape, I'll show you what it looks like from the front. It is sickled, if you know dance terms. So I just take that and I keep it as it is all the way around. So again, my heel wheels are the last to leave the track. So get comfortable with that with your foot on the ground and then practice balancing. Keep nice and low in this supporting leg. One more tip to help you get in the right body position here is to imagine or draw 2 lines about 6 inches apart, okay? The heel of your supporting leg is going to be backed onto the front line, and the toe of your other foot is going to be touching the back line. So that's the distance between your front leg and your back leg. Make sure to practice these positions on both sides. Work on holding each position for longer and longer to build up the strength and the muscle memory you're going to need to do it effortlessly in your skates. All right, on to mistake number 2. Now, so many skaters feel pretty okay about that outside leg stride, but they're confused and feel awkward about the inside leg under push. So they kind of end up just doing the outside one. So they have this funny, inefficient hop along, one-sided, lopsided thing going on. Instead of traveling around the track like this, we want to do it like this. So you're using both legs. Plus, all the forces are trying to pull you off the inside turn. And so it's your inside leg that really has to hold you into the turn. It's very important. So let's practice another off-skate move that's going to help you nail that down. You're going to plant your inside leg over here and then scrape it behind you and over into that 90-degree position we just practiced. Plant, pull, and push through. You want to give yourself some resistance by dragging your foot on the floor. So the kind of resistance is like if you were you put too much chunky peanut butter on your toast, now you're trying to scrape it off with your butter knife, okay? Now, you're gonna have to come up a little bit when you come to this crossing position to come back down, and that's okay. To make this easier, just make sure that you're keeping your weight forward over your supporting foot, and then you'll be able to have the room to get your knee pad under and across. The biggest mistake a lot of people make here is you get to this uncomfortable point here where you have to cross, and then a lot of people lift up their back heel, turn their foot out, and do that heel flick thing that we just talked about. Okay, so you must combat against that. That's the thing that we're trying to correct here. Focus on keeping your toes pointed straight ahead the whole time. Bring your foot a little further behind you if you need more space, and work hard to keep your heel and your toe down the whole time so that, again, your heel wheels leave last. This shape is really not normal for most people's bodies, so give yourself a little bit of patience. You might not get this the first time, and that's why we just have to keep practicing it. So focus again on parallel feet, nice low stance, weight in front, straighten up as you come through, and then keep that heel and the side of your foot on the ground the whole way through. Then practice it on the track. Reach toward the inside line and pull track with your inside leg. Feel that scraping peanut butter feeling, like you're really dragging track under you. Aim for that wonderful 90-degree finish, heel wheels off last. Practice going around the track only generating power with your inside leg. Let your outside leg be dumb. Reach for the inside line, pull track under you, finish strong. Here are 3 off-skate exercises you can practice to help make these on-skate skills work a lot better for you. So the first one is single leg squats. I have a whole video on this. I'm going to link it here for you. Just watch that and learn the technique, and then practice one leg squats as much as you can. Number 2 is practice those swipes that we just did, and challenge yourself by adding more and more resistance to the ground, so pressing more firmly into the ground with your feet. Try cable or band resisted adduction exercises like this. You can start with something to hold on to for balance and then work your way up to doing them unsupported. I'm going to hit the other 2 big mistakes that people make with their crossovers in my next video, and you don't want to miss that. So subscribe to me on YouTube, and definitely subscribe to my email newsletter at rollerderbyathletics.com. We send out approximately weekly mental training, nutrition, and derby fitness training tips that you do not want to miss. Now go out there and be unstoppable and badass on your skates.